Rick has a great question about Google Ads account strategists. So if you get speaking to someone in Google and they specialize in improving Google Ads campaigns, should you take their calls or ignore them? Because Rick's saying in his experience, sometimes they help in some areas, but other times they can get you off track. My suggestion is always to get on calls with people from Google, listen to them, be polite, be friendly. Just remember that they're guys or girls working in a call center. They're getting grief from customers. They've got targets to hit, all the rest of it. So they're under pressure. But also they're basically towing the party line. They can't give you advice outside of what they're allowed to give you. And they're only going to give you advice that somebody else in Google has deemed the appropriate advice. At the minute, it seems like they're telling everyone to use smart campaigns, and even some clients that they've created a smart campaign by mistake, and they're trying to figure out how to create a Google Ads, campaigns where they can actually structure it so that they have an ad group and ads and keywords and match them together. And the account strategist wasn't telling them how to do that, so they're not there to help us. Just remember that they're there to help Google. Now, you'd hope that our goals are aligned, but not always. Now, the reason why I like to take the calls is because sometimes they'll tell you some stuff that you're just not aware of. They'll tell you, you need to have X amount of data in your Google Ads campaigns before you can use automated bidding. Or another one was that sometimes if you use automated bidding and a shared budget, you might have 10 campaigns with like a shared budget, then some automated bidding won't work, and they can just kind of off the cuff, they tell you these things. Right, so that's one good reason for taking the call, is that you get to find out some information kind of from the horse's mouth. But the other reason I like to take the calls is to find out what they're telling everyone else. Because if they're telling everyone to go that way, then I'm almost tempted by default to go the other way. All right, because if like 100 businesses all take the advice and go that way, and you do well, first off, if you take the same advice, how are you going to differentiate yourself from all those people? You'd have to be probably bidding more or doing something crazy like that, or you're going to have to work on your landing page and funnel and the rest of it. But if Google's telling you, you need like 4 ads per ad group and 10 keywords, okay, so everybody's going to spend all their time creating 4 ads, whereas I'll be contrarian and try and create the best ad I can. So the time, if it takes them like 2 minutes per ad, I'm going to take 8 minutes to create 1 ad and do a better version. So I want to know what Google's telling everyone. If they're telling everyone to go that way, I'm almost tempted to go the other way, just for being contrarian, but also because there'll be less people going that way.